White people are usually pretty surprised when I explain how I didn't know what chicken tikka masala was until I was much older. I grew up eating authentic and nutritious Indian food like this pindi. I saw a post the other day that was asking Desi people what Indian dish would you recommend to a non-Desi person, and I was so disappointed in the number of people who said chicken tikka masala. Like, so many amazing dishes out there and y'all chose the one that isn't actually Indian. But anyways, this is pindi, and the very first thing my mom had taught me how to make, and all I'm asking is that we give the real and nourishing Indian foods the spotlight they deserve. My mom is a dal queen. Growing up, our pantry was always stocked with a dozen type of lentils, and she would never make a dal more than once a week so that we wouldn't get tired of having it every night. So I've learned from the best, and I'd like to share and normalize making a 10-minute dal after a long day of work with the same ease we make a 10-minute pasta from a box. So today I'm sharing this dal tadka with a blend of moong and masoor lentils. It's so adjustable that even if you don't feel like chopping up onions and garlic, you can skip it all and just temper with some asafetida. You'll still get an end result just as flavorful. And in general, you can put in as much or as little effort as you want in most dals, and I don't know about you, but these days those kind of meals are exactly what I need.
Fasulia fool is one of my favorite breakfast dishes. It's a delicious stew made from Great Northern beans, and this is how you make it East African style. I like to cook my raw beans in a crock pot overnight, but other than that, onions, tomatoes, and a jalapeno is really all you'll need. As always, cook the onions first, then add tomatoes, mix it around, and let it soften for about 5 minutes on low heat. Now just add your beans and some of the bean water for flavor and to let it simmer in, and 5 minutes later, your breakfast is served. Drizzle on some olive oil, cilantro, and serve with warm bread.
Let's make Tunisian almond balls called ka'abir al-louz. This is a gluten-free recipe and it involves no baking. I'm just going to put a simple syrup into some almond flour. I will put the recipe details in the comments, and mix it well until it forms this beautiful paste. Split it into 3 parts and color 1 red and 1 green, and then form them into balls and dip them in some sugar. And then you can top them with nuts if you want. Refrigerate them to get a little firm, and they're done. If you love lemon desserts, this is your next adventure. It's so easy, no baking, gluten-free, and vegan. To the simple syrup, I added the juice of half of a lemon. I added some lemon zest to the almond flour. I also added a little bit of lemon extract in the simple syrup. You could also use citric acid if you don't have lemon extract. Mix it until it forms a nice paste, and if you want, you can add some food coloring. I made them a little more yellow. I coated them in sugar with a pinch of citric acid. It turned out amazing.
Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if this right here is something you can have for you. Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if this right here is something you can have for you.
Hey mama, won't you come here to Popeye? You don't like the way the Tata's looking at Shada. In the 600, ain't no smoking cigada. Come over here, I think I see your baby father. Here go the number to my casa. If you in a rush, you call me mañana. Whatever you need, girlfriend, I got the whole enchilada. Just the way you like it, Mace gon' do you proper. Girl, I could tell you was meant for me. I could tell by the way you were sent to me.
Let's walk through how I made this delicious semolina cake called qalb al-louz. It's also known as basbousa or harissa in the Middle East. And there's also a Greek name for it, but I completely am blanking right now. So here's a really simple recipe for it. Added some sugar, yogurt, and orange blossom water to my semolina. I used fine grain semolina, but you're supposed to use coarse, so I'm writing coarse on the screen so that you guys can use the right one. I just personally prefer the texture of fine grain. So I put half the dough at the bottom, I put nuts in the middle, and then I'm putting the rest of the dough on top and smoothing out the surface. If you see cracks, just wet your fingers and dab on top of them and close them. Serrate the shape that you want to cut them to and add almonds. Bake it at 350 for 30 minutes, or if you want it more golden on top, for 40 minutes. Next, prepare the simple syrup. Once it coats your spoon, you turn off the heat and add your orange blossom water. Next, you're going to cut through the cake where you had the serrated markings. Add all your simple syrup and let it soak in for at least an hour. And enjoy!
Hi, so I have 2 cartons of mushrooms, so I thought I should make some quick and easy mushroom birria. Let's do it! I'm just gonna do my best to cut these mushrooms into little slivers. So now I have all my mushroom slivers. I know, it's a lot, but don't worry, it's gonna cook down, okay? Into a dry pan, no oil.
So while the mushrooms sweat, I'm gonna add half an onion into the water with the bay leaf. Delicious.
I know this is a whole onion, but my onion was really small, so I'm using a whole. Don't comment. Don't comment that. I'm not stupid. There's no more liquid on the mushrooms, so we can put them aside. Chile guajillo, chile pasilla, y chile ancho. You can take out the seeds if you want, but I like it spicy. Saca los chiles. Y cebolla. Add it to the mushrooms. Veggie broth. Season however you like. Half an onion. And simmer. A taco dip.
Let me show you how I make drunk salsa. First, remove the seeds from the chiles. With a tablespoon of oil, fry the chiles about a minute on each side. We are going to fry 6 tomatillos, quarter of an onion, 1 garlic clove until they look like this. Separately, add the chiles, 1 cup of beer, orange juice, 2 ounces of tequila to flambe, reduce by half and blend. I'm using a molcajete to crush my ingredients. Pulsing on a food processor or a blender will do just fine. Add the chiles mixture, 1 tablespoon of salt, and mix well. Top with cotija cheese, mix and enjoy. I will be making chilaquiles later using this salsa. Thanks for watching.
Ăn chay kiểu gì cho mới lạ, xiên que rau củ nha. Sườn khô chay mình sẽ ngâm nước cho nở ra, nhớ là phải vắt thật là khô trước khi ướp nha. Cắt ngang phần nắm đùi gà, bắt đầu ướp nước tương, dầu hào và một chút bột ngũ vị hương. Vị hương này sẽ rất là thơm. Thêm một chút ớt sa tế để hơi cay cay và tạo màu cho đẹp. Trộn thật đều và giờ để đó. Tới phần cắt rau củ, vàng có ớt chuông và đỏ có cà chua là đẹp rồi đó. Cắt miếng vừa ăn và bắt đầu xiên so le nha. Kết thúc bằng trái cà chua trên mũi xiên. Tiếp tục xiên hết các phần còn lại và cuối cùng là thành phẩm nè. Đẹp mắt chưa? Mình sẽ pha hỗn hợp sốt gồm dầu mè, nước tương và mật ong. Kết lên phần rau củ sẽ không bị khô và màu bóng bẩy. Chiên với nồi chiên không dầu 200 độ 8 phút. Ta-da, xong rồi. Các bạn có thể ăn cơm gạo lứt. Hôm nay thì mình ăn cùng với hạt quinoa. Topping thêm một chút mè cho đẹp. Vừa ngon vừa đẹp, ăn chay ăn mà không mê.